once you get wet and tired and cold and like that, we would walk for an hour, sleep or rest for 10 up against a tree. And we were using the wind to wake us back up. It was blowing so hard that night.
We just start the engines and let it go.
Backwoods, traditional. It's a way of life for some people. Believing in the roots, the ones that which we come from. Backwoods, traditional. It's a way of life for some people. And winds, supporting clouds forth in front of me. Framing clouds up high in the distance for my eye. Sees the steeps, the deep, and on the rock creation. Backwoods, traditional. It's a way of life for some people. Believing in the roots, the ones that which we come from. Rise up in the morning time, settle down at night. I was born and raised in the shade of the backwoods. It's a simple kind of life.
Start the engines and let it go.
Hope to see the end of my days and feel my grave in the backwoods. 'Cause it's a place of peace for me. It's a place of peace, can't you see?
SAR Command to all search and rescue units. Missing subject described as follows. White female, early 20s, 5 foot 8 inches tall. Missing subject last seen riding a red mountain bike in the area of Phil's Trailhead at approximately 1400 hours.
"24 hours a day, 7 days a week, Christmas evening, Christmas Day, Thanksgiving, it doesn't matter. There's 130 volunteers that work with my 5 full-time paid staff. What we do is we provide a service where we go after these folks, we bring them home, and we bring them home safe, so others may live. That's the motto that our SAR volunteers work by, cherish, and honor. There's other times that we have to send a team out, and our team may be out for 4 hours, they could be out for 16 hours, it could be multi-day search. We never stop until we bring somebody home. One of the things that happens is about 100 times a year, we will go out and provide a mission. What is a mission?
I got a shattered elbows, completely destroyed. I also had a concussion and a skull fracture.
I had frostbite on my feet, both my hands. I had frostbite on my fingers. I was severely dehydrated at that point. When I woke up the next morning, they said they were treating me for the beginning stages of kidney failure.
I was out here at Smith Rock doing a 5-pitch, multi-pitch climb called Wherever I May Roam, and it was a beautiful afternoon.
Got out into the Dutchman Flat, and then we decided to go up toward Moon Mountain. We decided about dark or just after dark that it was time to leave the snowmobiles and just walk out, and we'd come back for the snowmobiles later on. Start working down the hill, and it just a really slow go, walking in armpit deep snow, tripping over downfall logs and everything else. That's when Dad said that I'm done, I can't go anymore, tonight we have to rest. So grabbed Dad by his armpits and drug him underneath the tree, and we hunkered down overnight. Woke up the next morning and I knew Dad really wasn't doing good. He had taken his gloves off in the middle of the night. I wasn't quite sure why he'd done that, and I told him to, well, put your gloves back on, and he couldn't straighten his fingers out at that point anymore, so I helped him put his gloves back on and told him what I was going to do, and I hiked up the hill, and yeah.
I remember rapping on the first pitch, and I remember all of a sudden it got really weird. All of a sudden I just started to fall, and I remember looking next to me and just seeing the rock go by me, and it was really fast. But I remember thinking, like, I literally thought, this isn't good. I mean, I see the rock next to me, and I just fell.
So I waited for a while and waited for a while, and I thought, well, I still don't think anyone's coming. So I started to go back up the hill, and that's when I heard the whistles of SAR. And the big sigh of relief, knowing that finally help has arrived. And so I hollered back to them, and they came down and found me. And at that point, they were surprised to see me, actually. They were expecting to find both of us just unconscious and cold. So I told them where Dad was, and they started to warn me, and at that point, that's when they told me that they would get me out, no matter what it took. I didn't realize what it was going to take to get us out of there, because I knew what it took us to get to where we had gotten to. And that's when they said that they were going to helicopter me out in the Blackhawk. My dad wasn't going to make it, and that they didn't know how best to tell me, but that he wasn't going to make it.
I had no idea on the ground there was like 15 members of search and rescue waiting for me. I mean, even when I'm sitting on the ledge, rocking back and forth, trying to calm myself, all I'm thinking is, oh man, I have to hike out of Smith Rock now when I get to the bottom. I mean, I'm thinking I have to walk out of Smith Rock. When I get down to the bottom, I couldn't believe all of a sudden I was swarmed by all the search and rescue people, and they just totally took care of me.
I joined search and rescue because they saved my life, and I couldn't think of a better way of giving back to the community that saved my life than to try and help do the exact same thing for somebody else.
I volunteer because search and rescue is something my horse and I can do together to help people.
I volunteer because I love to help people who play outdoors.
I volunteer for search and rescue because it's the right thing to do, and I have the ability to do it.
I volunteer to help my community.
I volunteer for search and rescue because I can think of no better thing to do with my time than spend it outdoors trying to help people.
I volunteer because I love working with this group of people and I like helping others.
I volunteer because it's good to be part of something bigger than yourself.
What is a typical volunteer? Our team has folks that are involved with our community. They might be a tow truck driver. They could be a retired CEO from a Fortune 500 company. It takes all kinds of folks to make us operate, to make us efficient, to make us better at what we do. Hi, my name's Larry Blanton, Deschutes County Sheriff. In July of 2013, the Deschutes County Sheriff's Office launched a campaign, Take Care, Be Aware. It's all of our citizens' responsibility to be aware of our surroundings, be aware of what looks right, be aware of what feels right when we're not only out in public, but when we're out in the wilderness. Take care, be aware.
Be in service. Build. Work. Dream. Create.
immediate medical team assistance. Subject is unconscious and unresponsive at this time. Copy that, Team 3. Medical team will arrive at your location shortly. Stand by for patient extraction.